Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I have a project share. I do a swap with Ebony, who is Sharingmoore, here on Instagram and on YouTube. And this month we decided to swap masculine gift sets. And in those gift sets we were to make a card, a tag, and some type of packaging, whether it be a box, a bag, and include tissue paper or ribbon as needed. We were only supposed to do 2, so that is what I did. It was a bit of a challenge. It's always kind of hard making things for men because you can't over embellish. You have to make sure you have this bright color palette. It was a challenge, I will say that. So I will start with this packaging. So this is my packaging. I used a old hot buy from my stash that was a lot of creams, blacks, grays, that type of thing. I felt like it screamed masculine. And I created this 5x7 box, and I did minimal decorating again, trying to keep it simple because it is masculine. I added some enamel dots from my stash and a cream satin ribbon, and then layered this black satin ribbon on top. I use like a fancy little punch. I use the corner of it to just make the little the holes so you can slide the box up easily. And the box is constructed out of 110-pound cardstock. So I doubled the pattern paper to make the top of the box, and here is the bottom of the box. Again, 110-pound cardstock. So for my tag, I layered the 110-pound cardstock again. I just added a basic white piece and did a 2 from on the back. I added the same ribbon as the hanger. Another piece of 110-pound cardstock piece from the collection. This is also a piece of collection that matches the box. And I popped it up and it says filled with love. We were to include like ribbon and tissue paper, so here's the ribbon and tissue paper that go with this. And for my card, I created this men's vest card. It's about 4.5 by about 6.5 with the collar poking out. So it just says happy birthday. I did forget to mention that it could be any sentiment on these cards. So I stamped happy birthday here. So the inside slides out, and the recipient can write here. They can write on the back and just slide it back in. The base of this card was constructed with 110-pound cardstock, and then I layered the pattern paper. I lined the edges. It has a like pocket with a handkerchief, and I added a button there. This bow is something I had in my stash. Basically, the whole card was inspired by the bow. Whatever the bow was, that was my color scheme. Yeah, so then I also made a envelope from that same paper pad to match. So there's my card. And I'm just going to, when I package it, I need to package that separately, and then everything will be inside of this box. Okay, so for my second project, I went with, I'll do the card first. So I created another kind of like shirt card. Usually I create these type of cards Father's Day and like men's appreciation at my church. So this is like my typical men card design. Again, we have pocket with handkerchief. I lined it so you can actually see it, since this is a more pattern paper. I added buttons to go down the middle, a collar, and another bow for my stash. And the sentiment inside this one is I love you, happy Father's Day. And I think that's a unity stamp. I added my my little sticker on the back, but I love working with craft. I don't know, I'm very drawn to it, and it's masculine, in my opinion. So to go with that, I have these craft boxes in my stash, and so I line the bottom, and Ebony will have to fold it up, but it's like a little treat box. Let's see. I can get it going here. So here is the size of the box. So it's about 6.5. 6.5 by about 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. I added the same paper, and I added a bow that's a little different from the tie, but I felt like it still went. And I used the EK Success Tools bow maker here, and I just made a bow on the top. Again, I didn't want to over embellish because it is for a man, so that's like, I had to stop myself. I'm usually clean and simple when it comes to decorating, but I don't know, looking at this, I'm like, it's missing something. But it's missing something if it was like for a woman, and I can add rhinestones and, you know, things like that. But keeping it simple because it is for a man. It's supposed to be masculine. And here is my tag, craft tag with the same ribbon, so the packaging at least goes together like that. I used both papers that I used on the box, a black enamel dot, and it says number 1 dad, since the card said Father's Day. And then I have a to and from on the back. And I will be including some shred for this box for Ebony. So that is the gist of the swap. Of course, I'll add goodies and everything else when I ship it out, but I just wanted to share with you all what I created in case someone is looking for some masculine gift ideas and cards. It's hard, so it can be hard to find something different than what you've already made. So if you like a tutorial on those cards or have any questions, just leave a comment below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.